Hey, what's up guys? In today's video we are going to be checking out our week 4 Supreme Arena defenses, so we're going to hop on in here. Now I did completely forget to check my Supreme Arena ranking before the week ended last week, so I got pushed down to rank 9, but we had a ton of successful defenses before I actually lost. So as you can see, we had a lot of victories there, and I had a few losses here and there this week, or last week I should say. But for the most part, we had a lot of victories, a lot of defensive victories, and every time I did lose, I was able to get my position back, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But anyway, just thought I'd show you guys that these teams are working quite well, at least for me. So let's hop in here and check out the teams that I put together for this week's Supreme Arena. So the first team we have is Dunliner, Niru, Shamira, Bonnie, and Siren. Now you can run this a few different ways. This is probably, I guess, the most pay-to-win version. But if you don't have Dunliner, you can take him out, move the Phantomal over to the side, and then you can put Ludovic in here in the middle, because a lot of times people will try to use Sylvina against Bonnie to just completely shut her down. But if Ludovic has his Everbloom field down right here, the Sylvina is going to stun herself, and that's going to cause her, it's pretty much just going to counter it completely. So you can put Ludovic in. You could also put Bonnie over like this to the side, take Ludovic out, and put Callan in the back row here, and in this position he'll protect everybody. You could also just put Siren like this, and then put Bonnie over here, and then you could use either Callan in the middle, or you could put Ludovic in the middle. Either one works. And yeah, this should be pretty successful also. So I guess actually, is this follows? Okay, yeah, all right. For a second I thought this tile, I thought for a second was in line with Bonnie, but it's in line with Siren there. So yeah, okay, everything I said is good to go. But yeah, you can run these teams either with Dunliner, Callan, Ludovic. You could also put Thorn in here. You could do something like this. If you took Ludovic out, you could bring Bonnie down and then put Thorn in wherever my Thorn's at, and you could connect Thorn to Bonnie to just give her a little bit more survivability. If she gets in trouble here at the start, she'll probably just teleport away to a safer spot. So yeah, you could do something like that if you don't have Callan or Ludovic built up, but I think you should have Ludovic built. He's been used quite often in Dream Realm and things like that, so most people have him built. But anyway, that's team 1, and also the substitutes that you can use. Team 2 is going to be a Taylene, Athalia, Damon, Faramore, Tassie team. So I decided to go with the strategy of letting my first 3 heroes that get that are able to actually act on this map, because this is the same map as last season where they would have the front 2 heroes start the fight and everybody else goes to the side, and then when the people on the side come in, or like when your first 2 heroes die, or 20 seconds passes, the rest of your team comes in. So we're doing the same kind of strategy here, and we're using Athalia, Taylene, and Damon, because Damon's cart doesn't actually count as a hero. So right away, Damon's cart is out of the picture. Well, it's going to be doing what it does, but Damon won't count as a hero that's on the battlefield. So all you have to do is let your Athalia die and go into Lance form, Taylene dies, and then the rest of your team comes in and starts getting their energy built up and all that kind of stuff, and then it just gives you a little bit of an advantage, a little bit of a head start, because Taylene will come back, Athalia's lance doesn't actually die, you got Damien's cart healing everybody, and then you got Tassie with the energy buff from the side here, and by the time the other team's teammates come in and join the fight, Tassie should be getting an ultimate out and doing some devastating things. And then you got Faramore in here to provide some extra damage and whatnot. Now, if you don't have Faramore, you could use Pang. That's his name. So you could replace Faramore with Pang. If you wanted to, you could. If you have Athalia and Taylene, and you only need 1 copy of Taylene to do this, you could use twins Athalia Taylene. So you could put Tassie like this, and then put the twins in and make them intersect the Tassie. So then you have Tassie with the twins buff. You got Athalia doing her thing, Tassie reviving. It should be a pretty solid team. And the Elucia Phantomal is really strong, especially if you have it maxed out. So yeah, this is another version of the team that you can run. If you don't have Faramore or Pang, you could probably run, I guess you could run Ravion, or you could just, I'd just suggest running Lily May. If you don't have Faramore or Pang, I'd just swap Lily May in here so she can block any ultimates that might be coming out. And the Phantomal, the Wilder Phantomal is always a really good choice. So yeah, you could you make those substitutes if you don't have certain heroes and whatnot. But yeah, Team 3 is the next team, and that is going to be a Thedor, Shakir, Aaron Olmis, Citrana team. So Citrana is going to grant sparks to everybody. The Phantomal, if he doesn't get blocked by Lily May, will ignite the whole enemy team super fast in this fight. The Shakir will jump over right away doing his ultimate in Lupine form. Aaron's going to group everyone up, and it should be quite a bit of damage for them to deal with. And this team has been extremely successful, especially last week. I got a lot of wins with this team and a version where I was using Athalia on it also. So yeah, I really like this team set. Now I have another team set that I can show you guys, so let me go ahead and pull that up. I'll be right back. Alright, so the first team on our second set of teams is for those people who have built Perseus. Now if you haven't built Perseus, I do have another set of teams coming up that you could probably run, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, the team here is Ravion, Lily May, Zandrock, Perseus, and Leica. Now I don't always like to run Zandrock on the Lily May Perseus one-shot team, but in this situation it's going to be really, really good because he's going to destroy all these walls, giving our Perseus easy access to these heroes, and then he's also going to be providing another growth stack for Lily and Perseus. So they're going to have maximum growth stacks and be doing as much damage as they possibly can. And I feel like this is going to be a really solid team on this map. I can't wait to actually test this out. And we're using the Divine Favor spell for the artifact so that we can have, like I said, the maximum stacks for Lily and Perseus. If you don't run Divine Favor, you won't have maximum stacks. But that's the first team. The second team is going to be a Chimera Pandora team with Callan, Thorin, and Damon on it. So we have the Graveborn Phantomal, Damon, and Thorin as our first 3 heroes entering the fight, because this is map 2. And I'm hoping that they can survive long enough for the 20 seconds to pass, and then when our team comes in, or the rest of our team comes in, Callan is protecting the Chimera Pandora and anyone else in his range, and that will hopefully allow our Pandora to pretty much guarantee that she feeds the energy to Chimera and she gets to her ultimate. Now, if for whatever reason the Phantomal, Damon, and Thorin die early, and the Callan, Chimera, Pandora come in before the 20 seconds is up, then hopefully our Callan can still protect the Pandora long enough to get the energy fed to the Chimera and get her ult out there. So there's like two chances that this could work out, even if the Thorin dies, and like even if your first 3 heroes die, you still have a chance to pull out a win. So that's team 2. Team 3 is then going to be a Aaron Olmis, Tassie, Bonnie, Citrana team. So Citrana is going to grant sparks to everybody. The Phantomal will ignite the whole enemy team unless Lily May blocks him. If that happens, then it's just going to fall onto Aaron and all the other heroes to get the heroes ignited. But they're going to have a tough time dealing with the Citrana and the Bonnie's dot damage, and the Tassie reviving and doing her ultimates and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this should be a pretty strong team also. And I know it's a strong team. And then we're using Seismic Spell on this team, or you could use Ray Cage if you want. It's really up to you. That's really a personal choice. So yeah, that's the third team of the second set. Now let me pull up the third set of teams, and we will talk about those. So this third set is probably going to be more for the people who haven't built Perseus up. So team 1, we have Bonnie and Siren team with Igor and Ludovic on it. and we are running Divine Favor so that the Bonnie can't get, well, if she does get targeted by Sylvina, she won't be stunned, and the Sylvina will stun herself on the Ludovic Everbloom field, and she'll just be pretty much useless against this team at the moment. So I feel like this is a pretty good team. Now, if you do have like a Athalia build up, you could swap Ludovic out for Athalia, do something like that. There's a lot of different ways you can run Bonnie, Niru, and Siren. You can, like I said, you do the Igor Athalia combination. You could do Ludovic and I mean, you could do Ludovic and Ravion if you wanted to. Give your Siren a second Fatal Blow protection. He has Niru already. And then Bonnie would also have a Fatal Blow protection, so that could work out really well in this team. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can run that. But I chose to go ahead and do this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to test the Ravion. I might actually do this team in the future, but I mean, personally, I'm running the first set of teams I showed you guys. So you know, I'll keep Igor in here for the team ID. But if you wanted to, you could just swap him out for Ravion. And then Team 2 is going to be the same as the last set that I showed you. We're still running the Shamira, Pandora, Callan, Thorin, Damon team. And then Team 3, we have an Aaron, Olmus, Théodore team, where Théodore is feeding energy to Tassie. And then we have Citrana granting sparks to everybody. And this should work out pretty well too. This is another really strong version of the Aaron, Olmus teams. And I like this one a lot. And you can use Ray Cage or Seismic Spell here, or you could even use Blood Moon and put Ray Cage or Seismic Spell on Team 2 if you wanted to. So yeah, those are the team sets for this week that I put together. I hope you guys can run some of these, or you know, pick and choose the teams that you want to use personally, and then have your own other teams or whatever. But yeah, hopefully you guys got some ideas from these. And I got a loot bar link down below, Discord link down there too. And if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.